I feel like it was just yesterday I was mixing up this Yule mix for free gifts, and it's gone already. So I had to come up with a new idea, and recently I have been thinking so much about the Northern Lights. And I know that there are places that you can go and see the Northern Lights in the US, but I'm not quite far enough north, so I want to plan a trip or something, but whatever. I'm just super into wanting to see the Aurora Borealis someday, and so I wanted to make a Northern Lights mix. So I have a few things ready to go here, and these are going to be the free gifts inside of orders. And of course I am going to start with some gray labradorite. So labradorite, some legends have it that the Aurora Borealis is actually trapped inside of labradorite. Definitely reminds me of the Northern Lights. So let's start there. Okay, next we have Angel Aura quartz. So this is regular clear quartz, but it has been treated in such a way that it brings out these beautiful kind of rainbow colors. Has a lot of good energy to it, even though it has been treated. I think it's just beautiful. And honestly, I think it's kind of a perfect balance of what man and nature can do when they work together. So man taking something beautiful and then enhancing it. So Angel Aura quartz. So I have seen a lot of pictures of the Northern Lights, and I know there are a ton of greens and purples and blues and things like that. So this is going to be a really bright colored mix. And I'm going to put in some amethyst, of course. And I actually think it's fun that amethyst comes from the Greek word amethystos, which means not intoxicated, because it is still associated today with the crown chakra and with being very clear of mind. And so the Greeks actually thought that if they carried some with them, or held it or something, that it would help them be able to drink a lot and not stay drunk. So if you are going out drinking for the holidays, maybe bring some amethyst and see if it keeps your mind clear. Amethyst. Okay, next up is peacock ore. I love this stuff. It can get a little dirty sometimes, but it is flipping gorgeous. So peacock ore is kind of believed to be kind of puts you in like a bubble of positivity, I guess you can think about like that. And it's kind of thought of like, it looks like it should be dark and dirty and black like coal, but it actually has the bright colors that break through. So a lot like the Northern Lights kind of break through a dark sky, peacock ore is used to help people find the path to positivity. So I thought it was perfect. All right, next up is prehnite. So a lot of the pictures that I've seen of the Northern Lights are just a ton of green. And I thought that this was the mineral that I had that was the closest to that color. Plus I just love it, like that you can see the kind of tourmaline in there. So prehnite is kind of, I think it's called the crystal of the gods. And it's supposed to help you kind of link up to things that are outside of you, like your spirituality or wisdom, but things that are sometimes out of your reach. And I just thought that this was perfect because the Aurora Borealis is so beautiful and green, but it's actually so far out of our reach, but we get to enjoy it anyway. So, prehnite. Okay, next up is some beautiful rainbow fluorite, which is also known as a stone of discernment and aptitude. So I find discernment to be a super interesting concept. A lot of religions talk about discernment, and it's essentially like when you walk in the room and the vibe is off, or you're talking to somebody and you can tell that they're not telling the whole truth about something. There's so many examples of discernment, but look it up. It's super fascinating that it's a skill that you have to work on. Some people are born with it, others have to work on it, but it's kind of knowing when things are obscure, knowing when things are off, and then letting that help you make good decisions. So, fluorite. Oh, that's pretty full. I might need to get a bigger bowl. Okay, I'm gonna put in some heat-treated citrine. This is very heat-treated. It's very yellow. Normally citrine is not quite this bright, but it is still crystal. It's a natural mineral. It's just been treated. And then this has also been treated. It is quartz with a pink coating on it. But the colors were so bright, and I thought that they were perfect for the Aurora Borealis. So these are gonna go in too. Okay, I'm gonna try and fit in some blue apatite, but my bowl is pretty full. But blue apatite is just perfect. It has to go in. I'll make it fit. Blue apatite is kind of connects them to things outside of themselves spiritually. And one of those things is creativity, which I always love, being connected to new ideas and new information, but that it helps you connect to your past life, or the creativity that you had in your past life, or information you had in your past life. So I feel like it's a pretty cool thought that the Northern Lights kind of connect us from something earthly to something that maybe is heavenly or above us or outside of us. And I love all those little connective pieces. So blue apatite. Okay, and last but not least is some beautiful abalone shell. Some people believe that abalone shell helps you kind of break through mental clutter to see the truth behind things. One of those things is being self-aware, which is something that I have been reading a lot about lately. I find it really fascinating. Abalone shell is supposed to kind of aid in helping you see facts and not feelings, helping you be self-aware, which means knowing exactly what you're good at and exactly what you need to work on, and just accepting that. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is what it is. Accepting it and working on it, being humble about taking that in, and making your life better and making the lives of other people near you better, just simply because you're growing as a person. So that's probably a lot to read into, abalone shell. But self-awareness is important, so I'm going to put this in, if I can. And my bowl is officially overflowing, so I can't mix this. Here, let me show you. This is my bowl. It would be very dangerous to mix this right now. So I'm gonna get a different bowl, hold on. Okay, I brought out one of the big bowls. All right, now we're gonna mix it. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's everything I wanted it to be. Oh my gosh, it's like a unicorn rainbow in a bowl. I love it. So these will officially be our free mix packets for the start of 2024. So in the light of day, I realized that I was missing green. I needed tons of green because the Aurora Borealis is always, like, has tons of green in it, and then the other colors are just kind of like extras that you see, I think. So I added in this really pretty kind of minty green adventuring, and now it's perfect. So these will be coming out to everybody. Also, I have to tell you, my husband came up with the most fun name for this little mini free mix. He called it the Aurora Borealis because I have some aura options in here, which I thought was super cute. So that is the official name, Aurora Borealis.